What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 25, and today we are returning with 4 games with Aston Villa in the Premier League and the Europa League as well, and there's a couple of absolute crackers to begin today's episode off with too. Our first game is home against Chelsea, then we've got Athletic Bilbao away in Spain. Super excited for that game in our third Europa League group match as we go for our third straight win. Then Watford away at Vicarage Road to end the month of October. Then we'll be letting you guys decide where we send our youth scout to next after the comments got in the last episode. I'll be picking 5 comments and you guys can vote on what country we scout next via a YouTube poll in the top right with our youth scout. And our fourth and final game, if we get time, which we should, will be at home to Crystal Palace as well. So yeah, 4 big games and a youth scout getting sent out too, so lots to get through. Let's just dive straight into the first match. And Chelsea will be our first opponents for the first of the 4 big games today as they try and make it 2 losses from 2 in the league at Villa Park for Aston Villa after we lost our undefeated league run here against Liverpool before the international break. But it is worth noticing our last 2 games have been very positive. 9 goals scored in 2 wins against Utrecht and also Swansea as well. And we are playing a 3-5-2 for this game. Our normal league lineup, if you will, with that man Ben Brereton alongside Jonathan Kodjia. As for Chelsea team, 5-2-3 midfield, full of legs in Kante and Bakayoko, as we know, and the front 3 so deadly. Willian on the right, Eden Hazard on the left, and Edison Cavani, their striker today.
Well, this is where you want to come to see goals. The performance of the players from the home side this season, when they've been playing here at home, they're unstoppable.
Yeah, these home fans have been treated to some fantastic football and great goals.
Very mindful of the game on Thursday night against Athletic Bilbao. That's a crucial one in the Europa League group, because if we lose that and Bilbao win, there could be 3 teams all on 6 points. As Eden Hazard has just made mincemeat out of me. The Belgian fires Chelsea into an early lead just 5 minutes in, and we said the front 3 was deadly. What an incredible solo goal by Hazard. 1-0 Blues in front early. Well, Reina can't believe it. I can barely believe it. The fans are going mental. Eden Hazard picks the ball up, ball rolls around one, then gets around with another ball roll, and then strokes it into the bottom corner with deft accuracy. 1-0, Hazard gets his 2nd of the Premier League season. We lost to Liverpool here in our last home league game. That was our first home league loss of the series. It's going to be 2 on the trot. Terrible start. That was a brilliant solo goal. We'll try and hit back instantly though. Schupf to Grealish on the volley. Oh, that one's even better. Jack says to Eden, sit down, mate. You can have your solo goals and stuff them where the sun don't shine, because that is the better goal in the month contender. Jack Grealish volleys it home from 20 yards, and there's a reason why Dempsey, last year's player of the season, is now settling for a bench role, and it's because Grealish has started the season off so well. Schupf lays it onto him with a lovely chip through ball, and Grealish with a wonderful volley curls one into the top corner. Look at the spin on that, and Willy Caballero has no chance. What a start to the game. Aston Villa won, Chelsea won. You do not, and I repeat, do not stop those. What a strike from Jack Grealish, and Villa back on level terms, and that's the response we needed after trailing early. Now Grealish on the ball again. Can he roll through Brereton? Oh, it's an incredible start to the game here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 1, and we go in front. There's been 3 goals in 13 minutes, and it's 4 in 2 for Benny Boy. Love it. Why can't all the games be like this? Grealish with a step over, sends David Luiz walking, perfect through ball, and Brereton strokes it home. 2-1 to Aston Villa, 14 minutes in. Brereton's 6th of the year in the Premier League already. What a start to this game. Absolutely electric, frenetic pace. And it doesn't seem like it's going to die down either. These are the games of FIFA that you just have to love. What an incredible start. Stealth intercepts that free kick, and we shall pass out here with Grealish receiving the ball and turning back Yoko. Just let him go there. And as he plays it through to Kodjia, he flicks it into the path for Ben Brereton. And we know Brereton's got the pace. We know he can finish. Can he make it 3-1? No, Caballero saves it. And oh, I thought I was going to tap in to make it 3-1, but didn't react on time. Grealish to Schupf, who gets around Zappacosta. He's already got 1 assist. Can he get another one here? Whips it into the centre. Kodjia can't get there. Little drop to Barkley. We know he can strike him. It's not a bad effort, and Willy Caballero has to turn it behind. 35 minutes into this game, but what a fantastic first half it's been. So many chances. Brilliant match so far. Half an hour to go. We are still leading by a goal in this game. What a win this will be. If we can hold on, it will be our 2nd scalp of the season already. Both coming at Villa Park, because of course we beat Arsenal by 4-0 on the opening day, but lots of the game to go. Can't rule out Chelsea. We know how good Conte's boys are as Schupp robs his man. And now delve through the gap to Grealish, and Grealish sets Kodjia through. Kodjia holds it up, looks for Brereton. Man of the moment right now, Ben Brereton. Can he get another? Brereton cuts inside. Oh, just wide the post. One final chance here for a third goal that will secure the point. Schupp crosses, Brereton is waiting. Oh, it's Grealish, sorry. But Caballero, the easy save, claims it. It shouldn't matter. That should be the final whistle. And the referee's going to blow for it right there. And there it is. A brilliant win. Our third straight. What a response after losing to Liverpool a fortnight ago here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 2. 3 weeks ago. Aston Villa 2. Chelsea 1. And a major scalp. Our second of the season already. Come on. Full value for the win as well. Chelsea took the lead very early with the goal by Eden Hazard. And I was thinking, oh, God, don't tell me we're going to lose here at home again at Villa Park. Second game in a row. But instead, we came from behind and we came at Chelsea with everything we had. Fully deserved the win. But for man of the match, it's going to go to Jack Grealish. Schupp got the highest rating of 9.5, but Jackie Boy with a goal and an assist for Brereton's goal as well. A really good display and a really good win for Aston Villa. It's 3 on the trot. It's also 11 goals in our last 3 as well. Right now, we're in fine form and looking unstoppable. But as good as that win was, we now got to follow up with another big one because we now take on Athletic Bilbao in the third game of our Europa League group stage as we go for 9 points from a possible 9. There is a familiar face in the Athletic Bilbao lineup as Vitinho is their striker in this game, so we know it'll be hard to keep the 5-star skiller quiet. But for our team, 3-5-2, but lots of changes from our win over Chelsea on the weekend with Palace coming in just 3 days' time. But there is a very deadly attack of Dempsey, our cam, Brereton and Torres up top together. And let's not rule out Ashley Young from scoring once again. So far scored in every single Europa League game. Can he keep the run going? Let's find out. That is a really impressive record when you think about it for Ashley Young. 4 games, 4 goals, scoring in each single one. And it's not like he's our striker. He'll be impressive enough if he was a striker, but he's our left midfielder who, you know, operates primarily as a wing-back in this team. So he's got the goal-scoring touch in Europe, and hopefully it'll continue today, or tonight I should say, as Dempsey finds Torre, and there is that man with his ears burning, Ashley Young, feeding it into Ben Brereton, who right now is in sparkling form himself, and Kepa makes the save, and Schupp, I think, is offside, and he is. Fast start there, Brereton in the mood, but good stop by the goalkeeper, still 0-0. Brereton got that goal-scoring touch as well right now. He is just on fire. 4 in his last 2. And looking the real deal at the moment, Ben Brereton, absolutely loving it. San Jose, fires it just wide the post. What a start to the game. Just like the Chelsea match, both teams going at one another straight away. This is what I like to see. This is when FIFA's really fun. Both teams in attack mode, looking for those goals early. And here we go again. Brereton to Fernando Torres. Buys some space with a roulette. And fires one in. Oh, no. I was going to say fires one in off the post. Hits one post. Goes across the goal line and hits the other post as Kepa pounces on the loose ball. So unlucky from the veteran Spaniard. Goal line technology did not do us any favours there. I think the liner was going to give it, but no. Off one post, rolls across the goal line. Look at that. And then off the post as well. Oh, that is so unlucky from Torres. The first 20 minutes of this game was brilliant. There were chances galore, both teams getting lots of opportunities. We hit the post twice in one shot from Torres, but since then it has died down a little bit. But I still feel someone is going to break the deadlock at some point. And I think whoever gets the first goal will go on to win. Can it be us? Brereton, yes it can be us. Ben Brereton, what a surprise. No celebration, just picks the ball up unintentionally and makes it 1-0 to Aston Villa. And I said this before and I'll say it again. When he gets in behind the back line, forget about it. He's got too much pace, he's not going to get caught up, and now we've been training his finishing a lot, and this is exactly why. So much more clinical, so much more deadly when going through. Athletic Bilbao 0, Aston Villa 1. Now San Jose through to Munian, down the left-hand side. Crosses to the middle, awkward one for Reina to deal with, but he dealt with it perfectly as we'll get the danger away. And now as Torres receives it, we could be through here for a second goal. He finds Brereton, waiting for the, run of Dempsey in behind, but totally messed up the first touch. And instead, now Bilbao could be through. Munian, Chester away, but straight back to him. And now San Jose rolls it inside. Oh, great save by Reina to deny Vitinho. And Zagadou gets it away as well. Pepe Reina this season, what a start he's had to life at Villa Park. He's been fantastic. Closing out the game, still leading by a goal with 10 minutes to go. May not be scoring for fun like in our last Europa League game, but hey, right now, taking a grind out victory is fine for me. as we try and see out our third straight win, and Torres could secure it. Torres could secure it. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper, and he claims the rebound as well. If it was not for Kepa, we would be 3, 4, 5 goals up. That young shot stopper has been so impressive tonight as Torre heads on, and it comes to Torres. On the turn, feeds it to Dempsey. This should be the game. No. Wide of the post. If we don't see out these 3 points, only got ourselves to blame. Come on, lads. Let's not throw this away. Suzeta launches one, and oh, Munian, what a first touch. No, no, no. Oh, I don't believe it, and it's exactly what we just feared would happen. Munian with a wonderful first touch, took it in his stride, round Carter Vickers, and with the coolest of finishes, slots it past Pepe Reina, and Bilbao will prevent our 100% record from being extended. It was an amazing ball to Munian, great first touch, runs through, and an even better finish. Athletic Bilbao 1, Aston Villa 1, and there is the equaliser that we feared, and I'm pretty confident there's not going to be enough time for us to find a winning goal, and that is going to do it unless Torre can provide a moment of magic. It's going to go out for a corner as we quickly switch to ultra attacking to get everyone forward. Come on, Torre, need a good delivery. Dempsey's header caught by Kepa. I thought he might have looped up over him, but not enough height, and that is going to do it. Final score away against Athletic Bilbao, 1-1. It's not a bad result between two of the stronger teams in the group, but disappointed to not hold on to the 3 points, and after so many chances, should have wrapped it up sooner. We were the better team, I felt. We should have won this game, but we didn't take our chances, and thus we've only got ourselves to blame. Just not clinical enough in this one, didn't put the game to bed, but for man of the match, it has to go to the man between the sticks for Athletic Bilbao. This is a really good, young, talented Spanish goalkeeper, and based on our veteran Spanish goalkeeper playing so well, maybe in the future, Kepa should be his replacement for this Aston Villa team. He was great against us tonight. 1-1 the final score. Not a bad result, but disappointing to slip up so late on. Moving swiftly on then, and it's now time for our third of 4 games today as we travel to take on Marco Silva's Hornet away at Vicarage Road. They have had a really miserable start to the season in the game. Just 1 win from their first 8 and sitting bottom of the table with just 3 points. But for us, after back-to-back wins in the league over Chelsea and then Swansea away, I'm fancying our chances of picking up our 3rd straight in the Premier League. So 3-5-2 for the game. There's no James Chester though, so Pepe Reina will wear the captain's armband in this team with no Torre either. Can we get the win? Let's find out. Come on, Aston Villa. Captain's armband is going to be changing quite a lot this season between the players, because I don't actually know who's our club captain now. You know, after Terry's retirement, and surprise retirement at that, I don't know who should be captain really. In fact, I might throw it out to you guys in a future episode. Right now we're rotating, and I don't know who should be captain. I really don't, but Reina, I think, deserves it. He's had a great start to the campaign. He is the veteran, we like him a lot, and he does strike me as a leader, but that guy has just struck me as a fantastic distance shooter. Fabian Delph makes it 1-0 to Aston Villa with a wonderful goal, and 4 minutes in we take the lead. What is with the starts in the 3 games today? Fantastic beginnings, and what a goal. We have seen some excellent goals to start today's episode off, and this one I think is the pick of the bunch. Fabian Delph receives it 25 yards, and that is a sweetly struck shot from Fabian Delph. Oh, look at the technique on that. And Costel Pantilimon is a giant goalkeeper, but he's getting nowhere near that one, even at full stretch. What a goal by Delph. And I tell you right now, he is repaying those Aston Villa fans, paying them back after leaving all those years ago. And I'm telling you now, this guy, just like Ashley Young, is going to be worth the money and worth the contract now he's back. 1-0, and what a start. Fabian Delph is repaying these fans, baby. Big decision to bring him back to Villa Park. Would he be accepted? Well, as Akaka heads it in, we might need him to score another goal to get back in the fans' good books. Great header by Akaka, loops over Pepe Reina, 1-1, and I'll say it again, the starts to the games today have been fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. So great, so action-packed right now. Corner to the middle, Akaka wins it in the air against Bustos. That was always going to happen. Why was Bustos marking Akaka as he loops one over Reina and makes it 1-1? So, all square, back on level terms, we go again. Go on, Delph, yours in the air, mate. No, Akaka wins it. We can't cope with Akaka at the moment. His height and his strength is too much for us as Zaha finds Ducore, and he will find Isaac Success. And Success finds Alberto Moreno on the overlap, crosses to the middle. Zaha's header, fabulous save by Reina. What a stop by Reina. At the moment, we can't cope with Watford's ability in the air. They keep on winning us to the headers. It's still 1-1, but Reina bailed us out there big time, and thankfully, we're still on level terms. Gillespie to Palmer Brown, now to Barkley. Barkley to Delph. Delph into Grealish, gets it back, as we still come forward and look for a second goal to get back in front. Delph on the ball is tackled, but regains his composure, wins it back, finds Grealish to Barkley. Can we find an opening? Kodjia on the ball, feeds it inside. Grealish is there, rolls it across. Bustos! Oh, what a finish for Bricio Bustos, the little Argentine, with a wonderful goal. Watford 1, Aston Villa 2, and our number 2 gets us back in front. Kodjia to Grealish, selflessly finds Bustos with the extra pass, and what a finish past the Romanian. 2-1, back in front. What a goal. I don't think we deserve this, if I'm being totally honest. I think Watford have been a better team in this one. So with 17 minutes to go, can't think the job is done yet. There's still time for a second equaliser, and it could have fallen there, but Reina denies Zaha, and then hits the post. Please get it clear. Come on, don't concede again. Gillespie gets it away. What an incredible ending to this game. And now Kabasele for Watford finds success, who shoots and scores. And it was coming, and to be fair, they deserve it. Watford have been the better team, 2-2, and just like on Thursday night, we surrender the lead late on. It was coming, Kabasele holds off Barkley, feeds it to success, gets it out of his feet, and Reina, who provided the heroics a moment ago against Wilfried Zaha, can do nothing about that one. Watford 2, Aston Villa 2, and the 3 games today have been amazing. And if the Crystal Palace game was half as good as these 3, we're in for a cracking foursome. And that is going to do it. Wow, what a thriller at Vicarage Road. Final score, Watford 2, Aston Villa 2. It's their first draw of the season, and for us, disappointed not to return to winning ways after our draw on Thursday. A familiar feeling, surrendering the leads, but Watford deserved a point in that game. They played really well. And so after our third thrilling game today, we are now advancing to the 1st of November, where we will have an academy update and also training injury, but it's for Marcus Hayes. 6 weeks. Fine. Learn some skill moves whilst you're in the treatment room. We do have... no, we don't have an academy update, do we? Because we've just... we've promoted both of the players in the academy. What we do have to start the month off is us deciding to send our youth scout out. Our 5-star is off on his next 9-month mission. And of course, you guys will be voting in the top right as to where he goes. So in the last episode, I asked for comments on where we should send our youth scout out. Thanks to everyone for commenting. I really appreciate it. The first nation has to be America, though. I saw loads of comments for America because we took the job a couple episodes ago. Loads and loads and loads of comments for America, so only fair we pick America for the first nation you guys can vote for. Next comment we'll go with can be Greece. I think that's quite a good suggestion there. Quite an interesting nation to scout. So yeah, Greece, Euro 2004 winners. Maybe we can find some good Greek talent. Greece, the second nation you can vote for. I always like to include an African nation as well. So South Africa could be quite a good one as well. Hosts of the 2010 World Cup. So South Africa, the third nation you guys can vote for in the poll. And as for our next nation, we will go with our scout's nationality. The Republic of Ireland, he knows that nation inside out, so maybe it will pick us up the best youth players from there. So Republic of Ireland, our 4th of 5 countries you guys can vote for. And I think the final one we will go with will be... Let's go with Belgium. Belgium, the 5th and final nation you guys can vote for. Obviously, Belgium have such a great recent history of producing really beast young talent, so maybe we'll pick up some more from the country as well. So Belgium, the 5th nation you guys can vote for. The poll is in the top right of the video right now. Click on the little eye and you'll see the poll as well. Just cast your vote for one of the 5 nations and the winner will be chosen in the next episode, and that's where our scout will go for the next 9-month mission. So yeah, vote in the top right and choose what country our youth scout sends next. Scouts next. Our youth scouts next. There we go. I need some chapstick. And as we now jump into our 4th and final game of what has been a fantastic episode, we now take on Crystal Palace here back at Villa Park as we aim to get back to winning ways after 2 consecutive draws. Back to our normal league lineup for the game, 3-5-2, but one big change, and it's up top. Kodjia hasn't scored since Swansea away, so he's not part of the match they scored at all, and Ryan Brewster is going to make his debut up top alongside Ben Brereton. The young English duo starting together for the first time. How will they go on? Let's find out.
Well, when you're a forward and you come into a new club, you know from your own experience, Alan, you want to make a good start. Here's his chance. It's his start today. Yeah,
a goal here would certainly help his cause. It would relax him. You don't want to go 3, 4, 5 games not having found the back of the net.
Delph looks to send Brewster through, and it'll drop to Brereton, who flicks it to Brewster. This is his moment, this is his time, and that is what he's going to do. Ryan Brewster off the mark with a wonderful goal, makes it Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 0, and what a start to his Aston Villa career, signing permanently from Liverpool in the summer, and as Brereton played him through, he took a touch, lobs it over Wayne Hennessy, and into the back of the net. What a goal by Brewster. Great decision to start Ryan Brewster in this game, because so far he scored the only goal of the match in what's been so far the only chance of the game. But right from kickoff, Palace surrender possession, and poor pass for Greaves there. Could have sent Brewster through for his second, as Lundstrom gets it away. But it's not been a good game at all, this one. The first three today were brilliant. This one not quite as much. But here's Barkley going for goal from range, and Hennessy makes the save. Still plenty of time for more chances, but at the moment the game's just been lost in the middle of the park. We've been the better team in this game, the much better teams you see in the top left right now. Palace have done basically nothing, but the problem is, and it's ironic to say this after Brewster's wonderful chip, our finishing just hasn't really been up to standard today. As D'Alessandro finds Danny Welbeck, and the former Arsenal man finds Connor Wickham. Lovely touch, back to Welbeck, and Reina beats it away. And Palmer Brown with a crucial header gets it behind for a corner. Can't rule Crystal Palace out. We may still be leading by one, but can't rule them out at all. Well, the first three games today were fantastic. This one not quite as much, but hey, I don't mind much at all, because we return to winning ways and get a big 3 points. Final score, Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 0. Our first clean sheet in quite a few games as well. Really pleased with that, and a really important victory back at Villa Park. We had 10 shots and 8 on target, but really it wasn't a dominant display like the Watford game. The stats seem to suggest it was one-sided when it really wasn't. We may have been a slightly better team, but we weren't exactly dominating. But I'll give man of the match to Ryan Brewster, though, scoring his first goal for the club on his debut, and what a goal it was, as Aston Villa get the 3 points and return to winning ways to start November off. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So big thank you for watching, and hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Hope you had a great week. Enjoy your weekend, and don't forget to vote for the nation we send our youth scout out to in the top right via the YouTube poll. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.